Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of JK Cars, and today we're just going to be installing our little exterior accents. So that's the license plate frames, the engine bay battery mount, and the little toe straps. Not much, not going to be crazy, but I'm going to be doing it, so I figured I might as well show you. Alright guys, so first thing we're going to be installing is battery plate. It's a quick, easy thing, so figured we'll get that one out of the way, and then we'll move on to the other stuff. So the first thing you're going to want to do is pop your hood. Okay, so with my car, the battery is right here, and this bar that's sitting across is what we're going to be replacing. So first thing we're going to want to do is probably disconnect the positive. So for that, we're going to go into our socket wrench kit and find what fits. So I'm estimating 10. Yep, it's a 10. Just gonna pop that on. Alright. Just gonna loosen this up. Just enough to lift it up and pop it off. So I want to be able to get to both of these. So the next thing we're going to have to do is undo these bolts, which if you have a socket wrench long enough for that, you can use that, but I don't. This definitely is not long enough, so I'm going to have to grab a regular wrench and try and do it that way. So yeah, we're gonna lift one end, put the new one on, and then we got the old one off. Remember, put it aside, keep it, never get rid of your stock pieces. And put it on. Alright, it's a little bit bigger than what was here before, which is not a problem, but it can possibly make it a little wonky. And if you want, you can clean all these up, all the pieces up before you do this, but I'm gonna do like a complete engine clean at one point, so that won't be necessary, at least not yet. Make sure you also don't tighten too far down like I just did. Because you want to be able to get both ends down. Alright, so now we're going back to the tool and we're tightening down. Try and keep your battery terminal out of the way as best as possible. Some of these parts are going to fight with you, and You're just gonna have to try and fight back. That's how it's gonna be. Like, a lot of these parts are unpredictable on size or whatever. This works for what I need it to do. At the same time, be very careful, because I just scratched it a little bit. Now we're going to pop the battery terminal back in place, just like that. Tighten that up, and we are officially good to go. Now, it may not always be just that easy. Some cars have a built-in security code, so you can't use certain features like the radio after you disconnect the battery and reconnect it. Now, there's a stock code always involved with my specific car. It is in the glove compartment right here on the side. There's going to be a series of numbers, and you just end up putting in the 5-digit code, and boom, it is back to normal. Okay, so next up going to be the plate covers and valve covers. Going to start off with this side. Oh, wow, they made it really easy. So you're just going to either grab a socket fitting or a Phillips head screwdriver that works. Pull the originals out. Place those down. Slide your plates out of the old frames. Those I probably won't need, but like I said, always keep everything. So I'm going to keep those. I'll pull everything out of this kit and lay it all out on the plastic, so that way I don't lose anything. So first of all, we're going to do doesn't say which part's the top and bottom. So pop that in, I assume. Line it up as best as you can. Yep, that works. And then they give you these little pads. So these center pops out. We have this. What you're gonna do is put it right there. And you're gonna do that with all the corners. Now you won't damage your car. So next up, open one of these bags. Don't take anything out yet. You're gonna take 2 screws from the bag with the valves. Open the bag with the covers. And the way this works is you have this little clear piece. Put the screw in there, and you put the screw down into the slot. Screw it in place. Keep it a little loose so that way you're able to move it around if need be. Next one, make sure you got a screwdriver that fits so that way you don't strip the screws. because I started to a little bit, which will end up being a problem in the long run, but I should be safe for now. So you're just gonna grab the caps, and just pop those on, and just try to line up the pattern as best as you can. It's not gonna line up great, but it will work. That's all that matters. And you're just gonna do that to the bottom, then go to the ones on the back. Okay, so with the toe strap, this one is gonna be a little iffy in this area right around here in the grill. If there's something to actually bolt it onto, you're gonna bolt it. If not, you're gonna use zip ties. And like I said, the one I had came with zip ties, but these are not exactly the type of zip ties you want to be using on something like this, because otherwise these straps that you spent money on could just end up going. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and figure out how high I want them, and we're gonna go with the zip tie method. So if you go at it like this, where you go through here and out, that's probably gonna be the best option. Then it comes out from the bottom. And then if you do a secondary zip tie, that will work as well, and just kind of help level it out so it doesn't just sway to the side. All right, so once you get those in place, you're just going to I need new tools. And snip. And yeah, you're all good. All right, I'm liking that. All right, now lastly, got these valve covers. So my car currently has these ugly, cheap, crappy, grenade-looking ones, which I said keep all stock parts. This, not a stock part, don't care. But these are a nice replacement. So you want to make sure that red little sealer is in there. And just twist it on. Do that for all four wheels. And boom, so much nicer. All right, so that was the exterior stuff. Again, it worked out pretty well. We had those few bumps on the road like we do with everything, but figured out a way around them, which again, that's another point of this whole channel, is figuring out ways around little problems that we run into. All right, so the zip tie situation worked out perfect. Plate covers, those are great, they look great, and the battery plate, like I said, it was a little bit bigger than what I originally anticipated, but it still worked and it still does the job. And I mean, half of the reason I got it was to make the engine bay start looking good, because there is going to be a point where we focus on the engine bay, making it look good, having new parts in it to enhance their performance and everything, and we'll get there soon enough. All right, so yeah, I'd say that's a wrap on today's episode. I would review all the products individually, but in all honesty, I think that deserves its own video separately, which I'll do that when I have everything installed. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, and peace.